Hello, we are cooking some salmon and I have wild caught salmon from the Pacific. Okay, so it's a very simple recipe. I'm just going to put it in a pot, and I have a very nice earthen pot which is basically a Moroccan tagine base because I broke the top. So, but anyways, I'm going to just add a little bit of water, and actually I have some left from boiling my chickpeas, and it's called the aquafaba. I'm just going to add very teeny tiny, like 1 tablespoon maybe, because salmon itself will give out a lot of water. So I will show you what else goes into this. So there, and I will make a little bit of a dressing for that. I have my garlic, so 2 cloves of garlic, just grated, and fresh garlic is always beautiful. Of course, you know, a lot of nutrients there. But garlic also is very good when you leave it after grating. You leave it for about 5-10 minutes to get some air, and that activates the enzymes. So it's a good practice to do that, and we could also add garlic on top after it's cooked, but we like it cooked, so we might add a little bit after it's cooked there. And then to that I'm going to add half of this lime, fresh lime. You know, when we buy those bottled limes, we're really not getting any benefit from that. So better to use fresh things. There it goes. Then I have my rock salt that I have just ground up. So about a tablespoon of that will go into this garnishing. If you want, you can add some cayenne pepper to it. I will add like half a teaspoon there. And yeah, so I will now mix it all up. Nicely mixed, and that is it. And now I will get my salmon. So skin side down, it goes here, all of it. Skin side down. Actually, I like fish with the bone, but it's really hard to get those. So anyways, we've got all of this, and then I just use my hands. You can use whatever you want, and I'll go and add a little bit, and I'll spread it all out nicely. And if there's some left over, I'll bring it back in here, and that sort of covered everything. Yep, we're all good. Okay, so that, now to make it a more vegetarian thing, I am going to add some beetroot that I have chopped up. So there's a beetroot, and you just have to use this to peel it, and because there's water in it, it's going to kind of steam it up nicely. I'm going to add half an onion, right? And all of that will go very well with her. So it'll look nice as well on it. I'm just going to spread it out on top of my salmon. Salmon is really good with omega-3 fatty acid that it has. Of course, it's very fatty, so we got to watch out. We just have fish once a week, and we just eat Pacific salmon. So the problem with any fish is that when they come from the Atlantic Ocean, they somehow have a lot of pesticides and all, and the farmed ones are the worst. So that's why you can have bell pepper. So chop it up. You can add any kind of vegetables in it, and they all get cooked while the salmon is cooking. So it works out really well. You can have them, if you like them crunchy, you can have them on the side. If you like them sort of roasted baked, you can roast bake them separately. I'm just going to try this and also leave half of it kind of not cooked. And I was also thinking I'll put half a green apple in it. It is fun to do that. It's an apple. Cooked apple has its own flavor. Of course, you know, eating a fresh apple is the best thing to do. Baking it is the next best thing. So, not everybody likes green apple, but when it gets cooked, it has a different flavor to it. So there you go. Yeah. Just make as small cubes that you want, or big, or it's totally up to you. You know, I was going to add some broccoli to it as well, but I forgot to bring it out. I have frozen broccoli, and maybe I will bring it out. So give me a second. Yeah, it is. I have frozen broccoli, and it's fresh. It's frozen vegetables. It's really nice. Very easy to just sprinkle it up on top here, and frozen vegetables are actually very nutritious too, because they've been picked and frozen on site, so you know, they haven't lost their enzymes in transit. And that's about it. You know, I'm just gonna put it in the oven now. This looks really colorful, as you can see, and that's going in the oven. So the oven is at 400, 20 minutes, and it's gonna get cooked. I will put a picture of the final cooked dish.